On my way back to learning Photoshop in the year day 347, we'll get back to smart objects, but this time we're going to use an image. Why should we use smart objects? So the first reason is if you apply, for example, a filter, Gaussian blur, you can see if we go back to Gaussian blur, it's going to get reapplied. And we press Ctrl Z, and even if I open Gaussian blur again and I go down to 0, we don't get the original back. And the reason is we've applied the Gaussian blur and then it's part of the image. So if you open the Gaussian blur again, you will only apply a Gaussian blur on the image that already has a Gaussian blur. Then we press Ctrl Z until we've got the original back, or I go to Edit and Undo. And now before we add the Gaussian blur, I right click on this layer and use Convert to Smart Object. Now I go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian blur. I once again use around 44, very high value. And now we actually have a smart filter, which indicates that our object is a smart object, and we can double click on the Gaussian blur. And if I go down to 0, you can see we've got our original back. So with smart objects, the original is basically kept in the background as a non-destructive element, and then everything you do with it is only applied to it visually. So you will always have the original as a fallback. Therefore, I think it's a good idea to make this part of your workflow, to turn images into smart objects. Makes your life easier in many ways. And let me show you a very specific use case. I've got this image right here, a simple mockup. And let's say we use that one right here. I left click, hold, and then drop it here. Press Ctrl T, size it down, and I want to put this right here on the mockup so that it looks like an ad. But before I do it, I right click on the layer, which is layer 1 here, convert to smart object. Then I press Ctrl T and I hold Ctrl to reposition these nodes one by one. Just a quick example, so I'm not aiming for perfection here. But once we've got it somewhat positioned, I can double click right here on the layer. That is a smart object. And you can see we have it open now in a new tab. And this is our original. And if I add, for example, a text element, let's say I'm loving it. I don't even know if McDonald's still uses that tag. They once did. Put it somewhat in center. And then I press Ctrl S to save it. You can see this will be automatically added inside of our skewed perspective and saves you a lot of time. Even if we add, let's say, another filter, a Gaussian blur, not that high, but around 10. I press Ctrl S to save. And if I go back, the blur is also added to our mockup image. And you can already see when you skew with the perspective, this saves you a lot of time because you can go back to the original and make your adjustments. Just press Ctrl S to save it, and then the adjustments will be automatically applied to your mockup image. And this is why you should use images as smart objects in Photoshop. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.